Welcome to EVE Online. R.I.P. high-sec moon mining. This is just a UI iteration. I did a few things that I found were more helpful. This is pretty much the same. I had from the last time. I'd added. I had a brain fart and added a watch list. I said, hey, I'll use that for a watch list, blah, blah, blah. And I was having it here, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. This is difficult. If I'm warping, using that to warp to when I'm off grid, I should actually move this over here, and I'll move my fleet over here. Oh. Aha, that'll be much better. And then I realized belatedly the reason I actually had the fleet separated from everything else for the hauler right here is because, yes, you can actually warp using that, so that's why I had it. So I just moved watch list back, and because I was tooling around, you know, being me, breaking things that ain't broke, I was like, you know, when I clicked on the ore scanner, it was peering behind my pirates helper, and I'm like, I really don't like that. Why don't I just put it up here? And I was like, oh, okay. So I put it up here, and I was like, should I put it all the way up there? It's going to get... And I was like, wait a minute. If I'm mining, I'm not moving, so I'll just disable that temporarily. I'm like, aha. All right. And then I was like, I never use the quantity. I never look at it. It always distracting and confusing me. I just... Because every single ore is different, mostly. They're all different, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to minimize it, so I don't even have to look at it, and I'll just look at the volume. That's what I need. That's what I want. And so it shrunk this a bit and widened this a bit and made it as wide as the local, and so it looks kind of aesthetic. So I've got a nice maximum aesthetic thing going on here, because these are the guys I look at most. I was like, yeah, that's definitely working. I like it. You'll notice that the transparency is a tiny bit different on every single one of my characters. I adjust the transparency in the general settings, just slightly for each one. I can't really tell the difference, but I'm assuming it'll be subconscious. It'll help me, which really hasn't. Mostly it's the orientation of my guys. That's Hereticus. You know, I'm looking right there. That's Major Freak, and that's Rain, right? So that's Galente, Caldari skin. That's what skin it is. Morphite Shine. It was actually not that expensive when I looked at it, so that was kind of fun. And then this, I believe, is Amar. The Blood Raiders is actually quite similar. Yeah, I've got the Blood Raiders, I think, on the Hulk, which I hardly use anymore, unless I'm really trying to crunch. So there we go, and load this up, and I'll show you what the windows look like when I'm docked. I normally just warp to clear watch list so it doesn't confuse me. I get confused easily. Oh, well, this is a processing station. I'm just going to compress it there, but it looks... I think it's got a rig on that. That's a really nice processing percentage. I might actually use him from now on. But lately I've been just selling compressed ore to Jita. And why not, right? I want to go on missions and get my standings up with Caldari Navy, because I never do Caldari missions. I always done MR missions, so I can refine at Jita. Why not, right? All right. So I normally just, drag, and then I'd be able to go down here and go warp to. It's awesome. Whoop. Blah, 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 blah. Talking too much. Oops, wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. just so I don't embarrass myself yet again. Alright. So normally I'd warp back right now, and it's quite hectic. I'm used to my freighter. Spoiled. So you dock up. Your save locations actually stay while you're docked. It's kind of cool. Unlike, I think the other peoples and places keep open. Anyways, sorry. Slight mistake. Alright, so inventory is here. And I usually keep all my guys with the same kind of size of inventory as they have overview. Makes sense. So I've got Pirate's Helper. I've got to rethink this, so excuse me while I play around with it. I don't want to obstruct the view here for ship spinning, so I want it large enough to see. And that's enough space in the to see all 6 of my characters, so I can do trading. So it's kind of important they stay that size. I could probably put it there. I don't really need that kind of stuff right there. Put it in the corner there. How about here? What do you think? Don't like overlapping, but in this case it'll be fine. Yeah, just click. There you go. And it's not occluding the undock, which is the most important. So yeah, yeah, that's how I do the interior, basically. Yeah, it's just here and inventory there, and everything else pretty much stays the same. Yeah, dock again. And warp 2. Got a macro key for the hardeners. It'll activate here, 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 and here. And the fleet hangar goes right here, as well as the, so when I'm, say, warp to here, right, I'll show you. Oops. Oops. There you go. Anyways, that's pretty much, yeah, you've seen it before. It'll just occlude this. You don't really see this when you're doing your cargo deposit. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's new. Yeah. And of course, I love L. L is just so awesome. L hotkey for the save locations in local. Oh, it's so beautiful. Anyways, but I've talked about that before. Anyways, have a good day.